Yo, what's going on, guys? FC3 here, back again. So today I'm going to be showing you how to sell your beats online using a platform called BeatStars. This video is not sponsored by BeatStars, unsullied by sponsorship, I might add. So let's get into it. So we're going to keep this pretty simple for the tutorial's sake. The beat I have is pretty much ready to go. It's only got 3 instruments. Let me show you a little sample of it right now. Alright, so the number one thing is to remember that you want to keep everything organized, because BeatStars has a certain format of how they want you to upload things. So if you keep everything labeled and named correctly and you have the correct BPM and everything organized accordingly, it's going to help you out a lot if you need to go back and find stuff, especially when you're starting to upload multiple beats. So I'm going to show you my exact process. So once I know the beat is pretty much done, I'll go ahead and make a new folder and I'll name the beat and put the BPM. Then I'll open that folder and I will make an untagged wave for the version that I'm going to sell, and then a tagged MP3 for the version that I'm going to play on the actual website, and then your trackouts for if you want to sell your trackouts. Alright, then we're going to go back to our project and notice how I have all the groups labeled as far as drums, bass, and the melody. And I actually forgot to put my tags in, so I'm going to go ahead and do that real quick. I believe BeatStars will create a tag for you if you don't have one, but if you have one, you can just input it manually like you see me doing here. Once we're done with that, we're going to go ahead and export our tagged wave first. And we're going to put that in 16-bit. And I'm going to go ahead and rename the project. Pretty much I'm going to type it the way that I want it to be presented. That way I don't have to keep typing it over and over. This is also going to help you keep everything organized much quicker. So for some reason Machine only exports in WAV, and the tagged version has to be an MP3. So if you have that same problem, I'm going to show you how to convert that just in a minute. Next, we're going to export the untagged version, and gotta make sure I have the tag part muted. Make sure you change it back to 24-bit. And this one I'm going to export into the actual file. As you can see, I have it already organized in my hard drive under Beat Store, and I have all my beats here. And I just find the correct one, find the correct folder, untagged wave, make sure it's being dropped there, and they're good to go. Now that was just a melody in the bass, because I export those as groups, and then I like to export my drums individually. That way the artist can manipulate it however they want or change things however they need to. And then we're just going to make sure that these groups are being exported into our trackout folder for the correct beat. as you can see, I'm going to export the drums as individual sounds, and that's going to come up in its own folder. So now we're going to go ahead and convert the tagged version to an MP3. I just went to Google and you could just type in wave to MP3 converter. This is what I found. So go ahead and click the file. And I leave this one on my desktop, that way it's easy for me to just grab it, convert it, and then drop the converted version into the tagged MP3 folder. You go ahead and hit download. Once it's downloaded, drag it out real quick. Close that, don't need that no more. Tagged MP3, drop that in there. Then you're gonna wanna fix the title, because once you download it again, it kind of messes with the title. So go ahead and fix that now, make sure everything looks straight. You can go ahead and throw away the wave version. I don't need that anymore. Now we're gonna organize our actual beat folder. So these are the track outs, these are all the drum sounds. It looks like a bunch of gibberish. So I'm gonna go ahead and rename these. Like if that's the kick, then I'm gonna name it kick. If it's a drum break, then I'm gonna name it drum break. These two are the drum breaks. So just make sure you double check your pads, make sure what they're called, and then I like to rename them simple, hi-hat 1, hi-hat 2. This is a kick, this is a snare. So if it's the main snare, I'm gonna put snare 1. If I have snares layered, then those are gonna, like if I'm layering multiple snares, then it's gonna be snare 2, snare 3, snare 4, just to keep things simple for the buyer. Another break beat. Rename that folder drums. That way they know the drums are in there. And then I got the melody here. Just gonna fix the writing a little bit. Same thing with the bass. I don't like leaving all those little random letters and stuff. Then I can get rid of this folder. This folder. So now as you can see, if somebody buys the track outs for Boss, this is what they're gonna see. And also you're gonna wanna compress the track outs, because that's the only way that BeatStars accepts it. Alright, once we completed that step, we can now head over to BeatStars and upload your track. So you can go to upload here and you can choose the files individually. But for some reason I just like to drag and drop. It's super simple, and I don't know, that's just the way I do it. So we'll grab the BeatStars is gonna want the untagged wave. It's gonna want the track outs in a zip folder. It's gonna want the MP3 tagged version. And we're gonna hit upload. It's gonna want to know, is it a production track, is it a sound kit, or is it an actual song? This is a production track. Now we come to this page, we're gonna go ahead and name the track. I like to keep things consistent and try to keep everything the same. Produced by FC3 in parentheses. And then tags. BeatStars allows you to use up to 3 tags. So go ahead and put a couple of tags in there that you think best suit your beat. And BeatStars is going to want to know what type of track is this. Does it have a chorus? Is it a song reference? Does it have any vocals? This is just a regular instrumental beat, so we'll hit beat. Then it wants to know the release date. If you plan on releasing it immediately, you can just leave it as is. If you wanted to release it like on a schedule, you can go ahead and set that up on release dates. You got a URL of your track, that way you can copy and share it. You can actually change the lease and premium and exclusive price if this is a beat that you feel is worth more or worth less. BeatStars also gives you the option for a free download. You can either select no, you can select yes and allow them to get an untagged MP3. I always do yes with the voice tag, because a lot of times the way I look at it is people are gonna try to figure out how to steal your beats any way they want, so I might as well allow them to download my beat for free, a tagged version. And of course it's going to require them to either follow me on a social media platform, follow me here on the BeatStars page, or to capture their email. So that's completely up to you on how you want to go about doing that. Then it's going to want to know what type of genre. So sometimes it's kind of hard to narrow it down, because sometimes I feel like they don't exactly have enough primary genres and subgenres, but for the most part it's a really great service. And you go ahead and put the BPM in. You can also put in the key if you know the key. Unfortunately for this track I don't know the key, so I won't be doing that. Then you can add a further description. I always just put produced by FC3, so I don't really have much of a description as far as that. Alright, so collaborators, if you did a collaboration with another producer, like if you did the drums and he did the melody, or if you collaborated with a singer and you had them do the hook or a chorus, this is where you'll add that information so that if you guys are splitting profits or whatever, you can go ahead and do that here. Alright, so this last one's really cool. If you made a promo visual for the video and you put it on YouTube, you can go ahead and add the URL, and that'll link the video to where when they play the video, or when they play the beat I should say, on BeatStars, it'll play that YouTube video behind it, if that makes sense. So I'll go ahead and show you how that works in a minute. Alright, so meanwhile our tracks are still uploading, and as you can see I have a couple other ones that I just recently uploaded, so if you don't keep deleting those, it'll start to get pretty confusing. So that's why I was saying in the beginning it's important to have everything labeled and everything organized, that way you know what you're looking at. So we're going to go ahead and we can drag the untagged wave. They make it super simple once they're done uploading, and if they're all done uploading like what just happened, it'll close that out. You can just do it like this. Click there, select the zip, the correct zip, and then we're going to go to MP3, and it's the Boss MP3. And you can hit publish. And then there goes your track right there if you want to double check with the website. And from what I've experienced, it goes on automatic. So go to my website, and as you can see, the track is already up. Alright, so now I'm going to show you how to link your YouTube video. So if you made like a visual for it, or if you did a tutorial for that beat and you wanted to link it when they play the beat, I'm going to show you how to do that real quick. And the cool thing is you don't have to do it immediately. I'm going to show you how to go back and even do it to older beats. So if you upload visuals later on, you can go back to any of your beats and add that visual. So I'll show you how to do that real quick. So alright, so I have the YouTube video brought up. And I'm back on BeatStars. I'm gonna go to My Media, Tracks. It's gonna open up all my tracks. And you're gonna click on the little pencil looking thing. It's gonna open up the same page again. You can add a collaborator if you wanted to, or you can alter or change things. I'm gonna go ahead and copy the URL and simply paste it there. Then hit import. All the description, the video title, everything should pop up, and then hit upload video. Then don't forget to hit save changes. Then we'll go back to fcsounds.com, and when you play the beat, now it should play the video right behind it on your header. So that's pretty sweet. You can get real creative with different visuals, or you playing the beat live if it times up right. So yeah, so that's about it, guys. Real simple, real straightforward. This is how to upload your beats to BeatStars so you can start making some profit off them. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Hope you learned something. Don't forget to like. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to leave them down below. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Alright, guys, peace.